Let's talk about Xero. Is Xero a full accounting software tool? Is it the right software for you? Is it a crappy software? Let's have a conversation about that. So when you think about Xero, here is an overview I want you to think about. So Xero is really an online accounting solution with apps for invoicing, expense management, inventory management, project management, and bill payment. So basically, Xero in that sense is not your fully fledged accounting software. It is a series of apps that revolve around several things, okay? And basically, it also includes a mobile app, and they do support unlimited users, something we love a lot. So Xero skillfully automates and simplifies every element of small business accounting. So this is Xero was built for the web from the ground up, and it has a very fantastic double accounting framework. It does support sales, purchases, bills and expenses, inventory, and payroll. And the cool thing is with the app, you can create records for customers, suppliers, employees, and items, and then you can use those records in standard customizable transactions such as invoices, purchase orders, and quotes. And Xero also lets you manage fixed assets, something competitors typically don't do. So this is kind of cool, okay? And so we love the fact that Xero is constantly innovating here. We love the fact that they're constantly adding new capabilities, new modules, and whatnot. By the way, boss, welcome back to the show. It's really a fantastic opportunity to talk to you in today's convo and have a quick review about Xero. So we're going granular here, okay? So when you think about Xero, who is it for? So Xero is an accounting software tool that offers the convenience of running your business from anywhere. So this is kind of cool. You know, it's a cloud-based, it's a web-based accounting software tool. So you're able to, depending on the niche you're in, you can still use Xero with no problem. And we love the fact that, again, you can. So if you're in legal, e-commerce, startup, if you're in retail, if you're in IT, you can use Xero with not a problem. So the question is Xero right for you? Well, it depends. It depends because Xero is very easy to use. You can actually be up and running quickly. And Xero does integrate with other applications, something that Zoho Books, for example, doesn't do that well. I mean, Zoho Books actually integrates with up to 50 plugins, whereas Xero does way more than that. So we love the fact that Xero is there and can help you in terms of scalability, because the fact that Xero can integrate is great because you can scale with the tool, not a problem. So let me give you an in-depth review here. What are the pros and cons of Xero? I first want to start with the positive. So the pros, you have competitively priced plans, unlimited users and clients. You have a free 30-day trial. This is really good because you have the opportunity to try the software and see if you like it. You have extensive online tutorials and support to learn the more complex systems. Remember, Xero is a constellation of apps, not just one app, but it's a series of apps. So some apps might be more complex than others. You have exceptional support with context-sensitive help. And Xero does use AI effectively. They provide critical business views. You have improved customer records. You have advanced analytics. The cool thing is that we also love the fact that through Xero, you can process billable employee expense claims. The tool is very scalable with 3 plans available. All plans support unlimited users. And it integrates very well with more than 700 third-party applications. I was actually contrasting this earlier when I said Zoho Books can only integrate up to 50. Xero here can integrate more than 700 third-party applications. This is kind of cool. And by the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic so that we can contextualize the conversation. I'm giving you an in-depth Xero review. So I just spoke about the positives here. Let's have a convo about the negatives. So here are the cons. Quotes and invoices are limited to 20 per month. So quotes and invoices are limited to 20 per month. It involves a learning curve. You have multiple currencies that are only available for the highest subscription tier. The user interface could be better organized in our view. No inventory assemblies. Time entries must be tied to projects. There is no live customer support option available. And mobile apps do not offer all the features found in the full version. This is something that Xero really needs to fix. And some features are only offered on the most expensive plan. So it's one of those things you have to really pay attention to and see and ask yourself, what are my needs? And the plan that I'm getting, am I having all those needs satisfied? Very important. Here is the approach I really want you to pay attention to. So when we talk about Xero, what are the features that you want to we want to focus on? First of all, Xero's dashboard is just fantastic. I mean, they are constantly improving the dashboard, but we believe that right now it is really great. In terms of user experience, in terms of UX and UI, this is really great. Like every other small business accounting application, Xero presents key financial data and links to related activities on its dashboard. The dashboard displays account balances along with links to reconciliation screens, which have been revamped and simplified. And the dashboard also shows numbers and graphs representing outstanding invoices and unpaid bills, as well as total cash in and cash out. So the thing is, if you are, let's say you are worried about cash inflows and versus cash outflows, or you don't know what's really happening with your cash situation, Xero is giving you a bird's eye view of your liquidity situation. So this is really fantastic. And also you can see an account watch list and a list of expense claims. So almost everything on the dashboard is a link that takes you to related pages and actions. So this screen provides a useful yet quick overview of your financial health, and in our view, it's a great place to start a work session. So this is kind of cool. So you have the dashboard, but you also have, so you can create contact records in Xero, not a problem at all. Okay, you are able to so contacts here. We were speaking about you creating records for your customers and suppliers that contain both contact information and thorough financial details. So when you click the contact tab and choose from customers or suppliers or all contacts, you see a list of all your contacts that have been created so far, along with totals for what you owe them or what they owe you. So it's a great opening page. It's also a great page for accounts receivable and accounts payable. And this can also help you also when it comes to trial balance analysis. And so you are able to track inventory through Xero, not a problem at all. So the thing is that Xero does have a series of templates, record templates for your company's products and services, with fields for information, things like price, account description, and so on, about products you buy and sell. You are able to create transactions through Xero, not a problem. So if you have built up your contacts and item service records, creating transactions within Xero is very simple. And so the site supplies templates. So you have templates for just about every type of transaction that a small business would need, including invoices and repeating invoices, quotes, and bills. You also have invoices, okay? And this is kind of cool. So overall, you have a great tool here. The thing is, if you are in Xero, let's say you want to how does the whole expense claim process work? How do you claim expenses? Now you can track simple expenses in Xero, established by assigning categories in bank account registers. So you have to really assign those categories beforehand, though. If you don't do the assignments, the system will not pick up what you really want. Okay, but you can also submit and approve employee expense claims, which is something that Intuit QuickBooks Online only offers in its advanced option. And don't even talk about FreshBooks; they don't offer that at all. And the Neat doesn't offer that at all either. Okay, and so you are able also to get paper documents into Xero, but you will need actually another app or another provider called HubDoc, which is owned by Xero anyway. So Xero actually acquired HubDoc in 2018, and so far they have maintained a tight integration with that service. So this is kind of cool. So the HubDoc is a central hub for many of your financial documents, such as statements, invoices, bills, and receipts. So when you set up online connections to your financial institutions and suppliers and need to upload documents, HubDoc automatically pulls them in and reads some of their data, like date and amount, and enters on HubDoc forms based on rows you specify. So this is kind of cool. And you can also assign sales tax in Xero, not a problem at all. And one thing we also love is that you can track projects also in Xero. And so there are tools that have been finalized over the last couple of years, and those are quite effective and well suited to small businesses. Now, this Xero, this project capability in Xero is not as fully fledged as what something you will find on Monday.com or on Zoho, for example. No, you don't have that capability because Xero is not primarily, a project management tool, something that Monday.com and Zoho Books is, and Zoho Books are, okay? So this is important to really make that distinction here. By the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's conversation, the topic. I'm giving you a Xero review, an in-depth review, so you have a clear idea, okay? This is really important. And I also want to talk to you about payment modules, artificial intelligence, reporting, third-party integrations in Xero Mobile. I'm still talking to you about the features you find in Xero, okay? And it's important to understand that you have artificial intelligence, AI-driven capabilities in Xero. And this is something that they started doing 2 years ago. And, it's still in its infancy. Chances are in the next few years, we expect to see something bigger on that end in Xero. And so there is a payroll module, not a payment module, a payroll module in Xero, yes. And but it's not as fully integrated or fully fledged as what you would find in Gusto, for example, okay? And so this is an important element. And in terms of reporting, Xero is really good. Xero is really good, and the company is building more visuals into their accounting reports, their financial reports in general, and those reports are becoming easier to understand. A couple of years ago, those reports were really convoluted, very confusing as hell, and we actually hated them. But the Xero has been listening to critique in the last few years and has been building something better. So this is kind of cool, and we also love the fact that they actually are doing reports, not just in financial reporting, but also in what we call not just the primary report, but also the secondary reports, such as accounts receivable reports, accounts payable reports, okay, fixed assets reports also. This is kind of cool. And Xero has, just to end on this note here, Xero has a constellation of third-party integrations. I think I mentioned that before, that they have about more than 700 integrations. So this is kind of cool. And we also want to talk about Xero Mobile. So Xero Mobile actually is great because Xero offers 3 different Android and iOS apps. One is a mobile version of the website. Next is an app for employees who need to submit expenses. The third app is for projects. And all 3 worked fine when we tested them, and they were very easy to use very easy to use, and there were no glitches. So again, this is kind of cool because you can see here that Xero is actually flexing its innovative power here, its innovative muscles, by actually coming out with multiple products. They're really complementary. So we love that part a lot. So the point I'm trying to make here is that when you get Xero, you have a constellation of features, but you also have this constellation of features is available not just on desktop, but also on mobile. Shall we have a quick convo about pricing here? Okay, so basically Xero comes in 3 pricing levels, all of which kick in after 30-day free trials. Okay, so you have the Xero Early, you have you have the Xero Established, and you have the Xero Growing. Okay, so those are the three types of plans you can have if you are interested in signing up for Xero. So Xero Early has monthly limits of 20 invoices and quotes and 5 bills. As a user, you can capture receipts using HubDoc and run reports. And then you have Xero Growing. That's the second level of pricing tier. Here you are adding unlimited billing and invoices, quotes, and bills. And then you have the Xero Established, which actually is the only version to offer multiple currency support. It also supports projects, advanced analytics, and employee expense claims. And we love that a lot. And so, but the point I'm trying to make here is that Xero is constantly improving its offer, and we love the fact that you have the opportunity to scale. So let me just break it down for you. Let's say you are a solopreneur, you are a single member LLC, you are a single member S corporation, or you are, let's say, a sole proprietorship. You want to go with the early subscription. So the early subscription is tailored for solopreneurs and business owners who are just getting started. So you are able to send 20 quotes and invoices per month, enter 5 bills, reconcile bank transactions, capture bills and receipts with HubDoc, and view a short-term cash flow and business snapshot. The growing plan is for growing businesses, grants the same capabilities in addition to the ability to send unlimited quotes and invoices, enter unlimited bills, and reconcile transactions in bulk. And the established price tier is the company's plan for businesses that are already up and running, particularly businesses that service international audiences or markets. It provides the ability to use multiple currencies, track projects, claim expenses, and view in-depth analytics in addition to the features that we mentioned earlier. So again, you can see here that when we talk about Xero pricing, you have the opportunity to scale. Okay, but ideally you want to start with the early plan, and then as you become more comfortable and more knowledgeable with the tool, you can just move up the ladder. Let's talk about UX. The big question is Xero safe to use? Yes, definitely. I mean, when we analyze Xero, and we've been analyzing Xero for the last few years now, and the last time we analyzed Xero, which was like 1 or 2 weeks ago, we saw that Xero does indeed provide multiple layers of protection for the personal and financial information you entrust to the company, including encryption when data is transferred and stored. You also have multi-factor authentication that adds an additional layer of security. So all the company's servers and data centers have robust physical security controls, as well as 24/7 monitoring and surveillance. And Xero does regular data security audits and monitors security systems to identify and manage threats. So you can see that this provider is really on top of data security and data management. So this is really good. And in terms of user experience, when it comes to using Xero for the first time, it's very easy to get started with Xero. Not a problem at all. You don't have the learning curve you sometimes have with some software tools that you're really trying to make your life very miserable by actually like you spend 1 or 2 entire days just trying to learn the software. You don't have that problem with Xero. Not at all. You are able to use the software real quick. Doesn't require a lot of sophisticated knowledge to use that word here. But what we love here is that the user experience with Xero is just fantastic. Okay, really great. Now, if you need help, you have to contact you have to contact customer support. And the only problem is that they don't have live support. Okay, Xero does not have live support. You can have something else. Like, for example, they offer a variety of learning resources, including email support, user and business guides. They have help articles on a variety of topics. They actually have in-product help, and they have the robust user community. So your best bet is just to contact the community if you have a problem and you reach out to customer service. They don't get back to you earlier or quickly. Just contact the community and just state your problem, and somebody will help you. This for sure. So our verdict is, what is our verdict? So should you invest in Xero? Our answer is yes. If Xero does have the capabilities your business needs at this very moment, okay? Xero began its life in New Zealand, but it has grown rapidly since it entered the US market several years ago. Its usability, features, integration options, and network of advisors make it one of the best small business accounting applications available today. The company has emphasized incorporating machine learning in several areas, making it smarter every year too, okay? So this is something you need to really think about. Now, QuickBooks Online, though, offers a user experience that seems suited to non-accountants. So you have to really understand what you're looking for. If you want to go with Xero, you got to ask yourself, what am I looking for? It's a great account, it's a great app, but senior management, like if you were to really go with the tool, the question is, do they offer what you need? Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. In today's conversation, I was just quickly asking you if Xero is the right accounting software for you. And we believe yes. Xero is very easy to use. You can set it up quickly, and you can get started quickly. Not a problem at all. It has a lot of benefits. Fantastic, fantastic. Thank you so much. So I gave you the overview of Xero, the review, the approach, the pricing, the UX, and the verdict. Thank you. God bless you. I'll see you next time. And until then, remember, stay marvelous.